What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Jengaga's World. Today I'm doing a coffee chats with Jen car edition. Before I get started, if you're new to my channel, I randomly do coffee chats, and that's when it's like my own little personal diary when there's something I want to talk about, something that I want to share, just random topics. And today we're doing it from the car. First time here. So if you're new to my channel, please make sure, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Also make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you like what I'm doing, and make sure to hit the little notification bell so that you don't miss a future episode and you can stay tuned with what I got going on in life. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to chatting. All right, you guys, so today we have the Grande Vanilla Cream Cold Brew. This is one of my favorites. It's only, I want to say it's like 110 or 150 calories, but it's only like $3.95, which is unheard of for coffee drinks. Usually they're like $5 and up, all the good stuff. But this is actually pretty good, and it gives you that nice little kick that you may need to kickstart your day. Now, it's now afternoon, but I got stuff I gotta get taken care of at home, and I wanted to take a moment to woosah a little bit, kind of have a chat. One of my fellow YouTuber friends that I subscribe to, her name is Becca Mansour. I'll make sure to tag her in my description box. This is not a collaboration. She doesn't even know I'm doing this, but she recently did a video like this where she kind of just let it all out in the car. And I was inspired because I'm like, you know what? The car is often a good spot for me. That's the one thing I missed when I was working. Well, I'm still working. I'm just on vacation this week. But that's the one thing that I miss when I was working in the office. And driving home would be like my moment to sort of just woosah, you know, kind of decompress, take my mind off of work, if anything went down at work, or if it was just a tough work day, just to decompress and then come home and just turn on the mom switch, right? But we don't really have that anymore. And what happened is I actually got dressed up and put on a little bit of some face because it's one of my really good friend's birthday, so we did brunch with her today. And on my way home, I thought I could do something like that in the car, or I could just go home so that the kids can have their lunch, and then I'll do something upstairs, which is what I did. However, I forgot my son, he actually has to record his video for his band class, which means he plays sax, and therefore he's going to be playing his instrument, which is loud. Nothing bad, obviously, but I couldn't do my video. But this actually worked out, and the reason I say that is because when I got home and the kids were eating, even though I'm on vacation, I'm still checking in on my email in case anything important comes up, or just to kind of delete any emails that are like for the day of that doesn't really pertain to me. And in the email, I saw some news. It's nothing bad. It's nothing personal like that affects me directly, but it's someone that I have looked up to for a long time in our organization, and she's going to be she's actually moving on and going to another company. So I'm super happy for her. I'm super excited, you know, for such a new and big change, you know, to see a woman that you look up to like that. And if you all know me, if you've followed me, you should know by now that I am all about women empowerment, empowering people of color. But as we know, everything going on in the media nowadays, it's like it's hard for us. And so being able to see, you know, someone that I've looked up to for so long move on, it's so amazing. But it hurt me. I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad, I will be honest. So if you're wondering why my eyes look swollen, I'm an ugly crier. My eyes get swelled up, my nose gets red, like it's all bad. But that's what happened, and it's so crazy. I've never felt this sad or touched, you know, like I'm like, I feel it's like a breakup. And it's nothing against her, you know, obviously you got to look out for your family, and it's amazing. It's such an amazing opportunity for her, but it's something that definitely I'm like, whoa, that hit a little different. And so I'm processing that. And I had to kind of just woo-saw it out and just, with so much going on in our organization, and we're trying to make change and opportunities, and it's just like, I always felt like she was someone I can look up to and kind of look to for advice. And it'll be a sad moment when she on her last day, but I'm super proud of her. If she ever sees this video, she'll know who I'm talking about. I'm not saying any names. I respect everybody's privacy, but yeah. So anyway, that's where I'm at. But the nice thing, and my good friend, the same one I was celebrating this morning, we talked about it briefly, and even she said, well, that just shows that there's still opportunity out there. And not that either one of us ever want to leave our organization. We've been there so long. We plan to retire, but things happen that you don't always expect, and you never know. So just gotta keep it moving. So that's that. Couple other things that have been going on. I've just been really busy. I haven't really had time to film. It's one of the things that I wanted to do, is really be able to sit down in front of the camera and do makeup, but I feel like I'm sort of all over the place right now with the kids doing remote work. I mean, that itself, it's its own challenge. Work, it's been busy. That's its own separate, challenge, and everything's all kind of happening under one roof. And so a lot of times when it comes time to, finishing the work day, I don't have the urge to put my face on and get in front of a camera. So, we have that as moms. Then there's also that mom guilt, when it comes to being available for the kids. If I'm working and they might need me, it's like, no, I'm busy with work. So there's a lot happening right now, and I know I'm not the only one, but I really want to just come on here and just sort of just spread the message. Like, let's not forget to think about each other. Let's not forget to be, kind to each other. I know there's a lot happening in the world right now, but in order to be vocal and fight, you have to be mentally stable to be able to do that. Not saying that we're not mentally stable, but I'm just saying take the time to really take a moment and woosah. It's that mindfulness that you need to remember to do, and I don't do it often, so I'm just as guilty as the next person. Excuse me. This morning, I'll jump on the Instagram topic in just a moment, but this morning my Instagram gave me an alert that there's this profile that I follow here from Sacramento, and they were doing a mindfulness thing, and my first thought was, I don't have time for this right now. But then I laid right back in bed. I'm thinking, how do I not have time for this? It's only 8 a.m. Everybody's on school. You did your thing as a mom. Take a moment and just take it in. And I did. I followed the practice, the whole mindfulness session that she did, and it actually made me feel renewed and refreshed. And I just took a moment. I didn't work out this morning. I've been working out every day since I've been on vacation, which is, I took a half day on Thursday, and then I've been off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then of course yesterday, Monday. I'm off today, and then I'm off tomorrow. And I thought, well, I won't be able to work out tomorrow, so I should work out again today. But then you have to remember, when you're working out, you still have to take a moment to rest and let your body rest. So I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling sore. I've done my thing. Even if it's not full out or super long, I'm still doing something. And part of what I got to do when I get back home today is finish cleaning my grout in my kitchen, because I didn't get to it all the way yesterday. So I'm going to get my workout in one way or the other. So take time for yourself. It's like the saying goes, if you get in an airplane and there's going to be a crash or something's happening, you got to put the mask on yourself before you put it on the person next to you. And that's what I keep trying to remind myself. This is almost like my diary, so I can remind myself to do that because it's necessary. The other thing, real quick, my Instagram, you guys. I've had my Instagram since Instagram started. I'm not like this huge Instagrammer. Like, I didn't have, millions of followers, but I was over 1,000. I was like 1,000. I wasn't super, like, I think it was like 1,050 or close to that. And out of nowhere, my Instagram just poof, disappeared. I can't get into it. I don't know if it was hacked or if it was just a glitch, but suddenly I got a little alert that said I had to log in, and I had to confirm my account, and that they would text me a 4-digit code, and never got the code, you guys. So if you used to follow my at Jengaga page, it's gone. My new one that I actually had created when I thought I was going to be able to go to makeup school, I titled it at Jengaga's World. So that was like my alternate, which was inactive really because I didn't really post much on there. But if you did follow me at Jengaga and you can't find me anymore, follow me at Jengaga's World, because that's my new channel. The nice thing about that, the blessing in disguise, was that I had been wanting to clean up my old, long time Instagram, but it would take so long because you'd have to go one by one by one on the pictures. I was ready for a cleanup. I just hadn't taken the time to do it. So this sort of forced me to do that. I don't know if it was hacked. I'm not too sure about that. I've tried reaching out to Instagram with no luck. I followed their help tips to no, obviously, no resolution, no success. So that's where we're at with that. Yeah, so starting off fresh with my Instagram, I do feel like I'm out of the loop, because a lot of the pages that I used to follow, I don't remember the names, and a lot of them were informative pages. So I'm just kind of slowly adding, following people. But I'm also trying to not follow just to follow. Like, I want to follow someone because either A, I know them personally, or B, I've interacted with them in some way, or C, it's actually good information and that it's not just a bunch of nonsense. And I'm not saying that, all information on there is nonsense, but, I found myself, I noticed that I was following fitness pages, but some of these fitness pages I was following, they were reposting other people. So it was more of inspo pages. It wasn't really that person's personal journey. It was random journeys. And I'm like, these people probably don't even know that this page is posting their picture, and here I am following them. So I went in and tried to clean up my follow, the pages that I follow, because I want to make sure that if I'm on social media, it's beneficial for me. Yes, I like using social media to kind of escape reality, makeup, and little Hollywood gossip here and there, but I also want to know that if I'm on there and if I do see something that I'm scrolling through, that it's happy, family, my friends and their family, hyping up my fellow beauty guru friends, that sort of thing. So it's making sure that you're using your time wisely, so that even if you are wasting your time on social media, that you're still gaining something out of it. So that would be another thing that I would say. Let's see, what else do we got to talk about today? That's pretty much what I got, you guys. I just really wanted to come on here and just quickly kind of vent session, just the whole update with my social media. The one thing that I am a little bummed is that through my old page, I had started this 1-month challenge of spotlighting the amazing work some of my fellow Latinx or Hispanic, however they identify, friends or individuals, the hard work that they're doing. And so I was able to get through this past Sunday, and I had a whole list of individuals that which would have completed my month, but unfortunately they have not replied, or they said that they would let me know, or they're really busy and they don't have the time to really give me the facts. The thing is, I was going to spotlight people and not get their permission. I was just going to say, shout out to so and so and so, shout out to so and so and so. But then I really stopped myself and said, wait a minute, before you do that, make sure you reach out to each person, because they may have things that you don't know about them that they want to share. So I wanted to respect them and be able to give them the full on like platform to say, hey, so what I was doing is I was reaching out to them and saying, hey, if there's something that you want me to talk about, something you want me to mention, please let me know. Also send me the picture you prefer that I use, versus me just going and taking a random picture and reposting it. And so I'm kind of glad I did that, because I didn't want to also step on anybody's toes. Maybe they don't want to be hyped up for something, not hyped up, but you know, when people do things out of their own kindness of their own heart and they don't want to be shined on, if you know what I mean. Not that it's a bad thing to get a spotlight on you, but they're like, I don't want the clout. Like, I just want to know that people know that I'm doing the right work. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with either way. I personally like to shine a light on folks, because in our culture, we're often told not to brag. And I look at it like there's way too much negative out there right now that I want to take advantage of this month and just boom, toot that horn. But I also want to respect people's boundaries. So unfortunately, I haven't posted anymore, because the last like 7 days that I was going to do it are the 7 individuals that either I haven't heard back from or are unfortunately not able to participate for this time. So I may do this again next year. I may not, but I am glad to know that I at least got as far as I could with it. So if you are interested in seeing that, make sure to check my Instagram. It's in my highlights. It's under Latinx Spotlights. So that's that. I just really thrive on making people happy, making them feel good. Let them know that the work you're doing is amazing. Keep at it. And I just hope that, you know, because I've had people tell me like, you inspired me to go back to school, or you inspired me because you're a mom that regardless of what's in front of you, you're still doing your thing. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to sit here and show you guys my bad attitude. That's not the negative vibe I'm trying to spread. But I have my attitude. Like, I'm a mom. Like, I have the right to get frustrated. You know what I mean? And that's the other thing. You know, we paint this picture that life is perfect. It's not. And I'm not saying that it is. But why do you think I'm sitting here under a tree, sipping my coffee, talking to my phone right now, staring at myself? Because these are ways that we cope and we are allowed to express ourselves. And if I know that I'm going to sit here and possibly help someone else battle whatever it is they're going through that day, why not? You know, another thing I did on Instagram a few months ago is reached out and said, hey, what other videos would you like to see? And one of my good friends said, you know, being a mom, coping through COVID. And I'm still debating on if I want to do a separate video on that or not. I feel like at first I'm like, I feel like a lot of moms would be like, well, that's common sense. But then I also think back and say, well, that might not be the case if, you know, if certain people are asking, hey, post a video about that. So let me know in the comment section down below if that's something you'd be interested in. I mean, I am a mom, I'm working from home, I'm doing it all. Like my husband, yes, I'm married and I have a husband, but he works outside of the home. So really, it's me pretty much at all times. So let me know. But I think that's pretty much all we have. I'm already hitting the 20-minute mark and I didn't want to take up too much time. I don't want to bore anybody. If you're still here, thank you so much for the support. But you know what? I think the moral of this video is it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to sip on coffee and sit up under a tree. And maybe you're not talking to your camera. Maybe you're not recording yourself because that's not what you do, or you don't do the whole, you know, video thing. But just take a moment and just sit under a tree and just stare and just watch the world, because we got to take it all in. Tomorrow's not promised. And what I've learned in 2020 is that there has been people passing away, whether it be COVID or health reasons or unfortunate reasons that are happening socially. And we just have to take a moment and really enjoy life as much as we can. So With that said, I will let you all go. I thank you again so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that this video can help you in any which way that it can. But know that it is now October. We are officially in the 4th quarter of the year, you guys, and we're just gonna keep positive, speak it into existence that 2021 will be an amazing year. And just stay safe, keep wearing your mask. Got my mask right here. And make sure to keep washing your hands, keep your hand sanitizer nearby. Mine's in my purse as we speak. And just remember, it's okay to take a moment out of the day, even if it's, maybe you don't have a whole 5 minutes, even if it's 30 seconds, to just go in the bathroom, close the door, hope that your child doesn't go knocking, and just take some deep breaths and just know that it'll be okay. We have to get through it. So again, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Love you all for the support, and